Hello, welcome to part 2. A little late gaming, but yeah. Try to play, say, 3 hours or something. So see how far I get. I will try to follow the story, so as best I can. Hope you all have a good evening, night, morning, whatever the time is there. Okay, I see it's 1 here, so hello. Hope all is good there. Anything with a microphone or something, just let me know. But yeah, might as well just click continue. Just turn on the phone volume. So don't get distracted.
Go talk to Dad. Come on. You can't pretend with me. I know you want to. You kept us up all last night thinking about it. What are you? Chicken?
You just want to watch me squirm.
I mean, if I could eat, I'd be getting some popcorn. Kidding. Oh my god, you're so sensitive. Dia got to you yesterday, so stop sulking about it and go talk to Dad already. You could use cooking as an excuse to have a conversation, just like you do with Mom.
Morning, parentals.
Good morning.
So, what are you two up to today?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Okay. What is going on?
Aruni was upset that we were discussing her wedding with you the other day. She felt as though it was private, especially since you haven't spoken yet.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to take a moment to process that.
This offense can only be repaid in blood. We want her head on a spike.
I must say, I dislike being put in the middle like this.
She just needs a little time, Potidua. She'll come around.
Can I at least know my future brother-in-law's name, please? Because he's going to be my family too, right?
I suppose that's fair. Aruni's fiance's name is Ahmed Ziad. His family is from Palestine and he moved to Timber Hills for his master's.
Thanks, guys, for those crumbs of information.
Oh, you girls will be the death of me. I can never do anything right for you. These are just tantrums, and neither of you are school children anymore. You do well to remember that.
Ouch. That was a second-degree scolding.
Arvind, do we have any blank VHS tapes? I want to record the new Panch episode tonight.
Should be some in the storage closet, but don't tape over Best of Both Worlds. We should watch that again. Not that I'm not delighted, my little firecracker wants to cook egg hoppers with me all of a sudden. But why do I sense that you're hungry for something else this morning?
How do you do that?
I've been a parent for 28 years and married to your mother for even longer. You think I haven't picked up a few tricks?
Have we been Underestimating Dad this whole time?
I just got goosebumps.
Or he's just pretending to be oblivious. Terrifying thought.
You know what to do first.
Try with a compliment.
You are the most patient person I know, Apache.
It's not hard to be patient when you have such a brilliant student.
Oh, geez.
That's acceptable.
No. That
The first step is to
sucked.
proof the yeast and mix up the ingredients in a bowl.
Come on, Jala, ask him. It's eating you up inside.
Dad, did you ever wish I was straight?
What are you really asking, Podidua?
I remember you said all the right things, but looking back, Auntie C probably coached you.
Threatened him.
Let's say instructions were conveyed with a certain emphasis. I'm glad she did, so I didn't say something stupid. I won't lie, Jala. I had some complicated feelings. Fear, worry, protectiveness. Only because this world is cruel to anyone who is different. But those are all my feelings for me to deal with. All you need to know is your mother and I love you. We accept you. We will love who you love. Gender is irrelevant, as long as they're good to you.
Oh, fair enough.
What a pro! I seem to recall it was less of a formal coming out and more that we caught you making out with Tyler in your bedroom.
Absolute cringe.
You stood up, crossed your arms, and announced, "I'm in love with Tyler, and I don't care what you think."
You burst out laughing. I was so indignant.
You looked ready to tear my face off. Rukmini elbowed me so hard in the ribs, I think I still have a bruise. It was just a nervous reaction. You know, I start laughing at the most inappropriate moments.
In the cinema, at the tensest moment when the entire audience is dead silent, Dad just giggles.
Oh, time to blend. Can't let it sit for too long. You're getting better with every lesson, Podidua. Keep it up.
Me liking girls didn't feel like a big deal. I felt safe, you know? You and Mom were so supportive of Tyler when she transitioned, and you obviously accepted Auntie C.
Actually, I didn't immediately. Chandra and I didn't talk for a few years after she told the family she was a lesbian.
You never told me that.
It's a painful memory. I'm ashamed of it. I'm just so grateful Chandra forgave me. Gave us both another chance at a relationship.
But you two adore each other. That must have been so awful.
I was ignorant and cowardly. I should have stood up for her to our parents. I cared too much about what society would think. It's one of my greatest regrets in life. I missed out on so much. That's why I was determined I'd never make the same mistakes with you. Are you a witch, Jala? Because that was magic.
Her exes would say so.
What made you bring all this up today, Jalawala?
I saw Dia yesterday. You know her parents kicked her out, right? They don't even acknowledge her.
Do you feel sorry for her or admire her?
She acts like she's okay with it, but I know deep down she's devastated.
That kind of wound takes a lifetime to heal. if it ever does. That's why I'm glad Chandra's been there for Dia. She knows how it feels from experience. Dia's parents will regret it in the end if they have any sense. They're the ones losing out. Oh, they really make me so angry. Light the stove, Jala. We'll feel better once we eat some egg hoppers, huh? I'm seeing consistent improvement, sweetie. Here's the secret of egg hoppers. Are you ready?
I've been preparing for this moment my entire life, Dad.
The specialized pan is integral, but more than that is the cooking technique. It all rests on this, and I'm leaving it entirely in your hands.
I'm ready. I'm gonna make the best egg hopper you've ever had.
If it's blessed by your hands, I don't doubt it, Podidur. Add some batter to the pan and swirl it around the edges to get the distinct shape of the hopper. Once the batter just sets, crack an egg into the center of the hopper and cover the pan. The most important thing is this. Do not lift the lid before the egg is ready.
But how will I know that it's done?
You'll just know. Trust yourself. The student has become the master.
Yeah, I can see it's late, so barely made the 3 stars.
So, how is it?
These are the best egg hoppers I have ever had.
Stop exaggerating, Dad.
I'm entirely serious. These are amazing.
Of course they're amazing.
Kotoroti? Ah, that brings me back. If you ever find yourself late at night and drunk with a group of friends you've just met, and you need something that hits the spot, Kotoroti every time.
You had a lot of wild nights in your youth, Daddy.
Oh, I could tell you some stories. But that was a long time ago. I can barely remember anything at all. Why don't we just start the recipe? Your fingernails are looking a little dirty.
They are not.
No shame in a little honest dirt, Jala. Just go wash up.
Your mustache is looking absolutely full and luminous, Daddy.
I've been using your Amma's coconut oil trick. She wishes I would shave it though. Fine, let's get started. Chop some onion, cabbage, leeks, and jalapenos.
I'm on it.
You've redefined the meaning of impressive with this.
I bet I can guess what you got up to on your wild nights.
They were really quite tame, what did you, huh? Really?
You and your friends broke into a high-end exclusive museum gala dressed as waitstaff. Then, using your wits, you stole a giant jewel previously stolen by the British Empire.
Not quite, but, someone should do that.
Okay, then my next guess for your mysterious nighttime activities is arson.
Speaking of, light the stove. Medium high, please.
Oh my god, it's arson!
Are you a witch, Jala? Because that was magic.
Her exes would say so.
I've thrown the onions, ginger, and garlic in the pot with just a little oil and will saute until they're just getting aromatic.
Come on, I'm sure Dad would tell you more sordid details if you just pushed a little.
Daddy, I thought we were close enough that we could tell each other anything.
That's a dirty guilt trip, Jala.
I learned from the best.
What an active imagination you have, Jalu. Oh, look, it's time to add our vegetables. Your technique is absolutely mesmerizing. Where's the handheld camcorder? I should be recording this. Ah, here we are. Time to add the leftover chicken curry.
How old are these leftovers? It's only you and Ma here.
Minnie never adjusted to cooking for two. Luckily, Chandra hates to cook and needs a lot of protein. It's a symbiotic relationship and one which keeps our leftovers constantly rotating.
You sound very happy, Apache.
I'm living the dream, Jalu. I'm living the dream. The student has become the master. When I was in college, my buddies and I worked at this mini market. The manager was terrible. He withheld pay for random offenses, things he said we'd broken or were missing. We found out later he was stealing and blaming it on us, actually.
Wow, what a complete...
Piece of work, yes.
That's a bunch of malarkey. Absolute dingbat behavior.
What is this, Fargo? Are you Mormon? Call him a little bitch.
That's not very nice to say, although I appreciate your righteous anger on my behalf. Rukmini can be the same way if I'm driving and someone cuts us off in traffic.
You're going off topic.
Sorry. Pour these whisked eggs into the pot to cook and I'll continue the tale. You're doing so well. I'm getting emotional. I promise not to cry. So we're out drinking after a shift and we're all complaining, telling anyone who would listen about this manager. Suddenly, everyone in the bar is buying us rounds, lamenting their worst bosses. We decided, in our bluster, that it was time to finally get back at him. And so, we ask around, we find out what neighborhood he lives in.
And?
How about we slice the roti into thin strips? It's the last ingredient, and they add the most delightful little crunch. Oh, don't give me that look, Jalu. A good story needs suspense. Hey, not too shabby, Jalu. But where was I? We had found his neighborhood, and then, finally, his house. We decided we needed energy to do what needed to be done. So, we went to get some chicken kotoroti.
And? Confess your crimes, father.
Crime? There were no crimes, my silly bean. We spent the rest of the night eating, and I woke up with the worst hangover of my life.
What?
The next day at work, we found out the manager's car did get set on fire. No idea who was behind it, though. The end.
There is absolutely no way it wasn't you, or at least your friends, while you did look out.
This mild-mannered, dacey dad bit was no more than a guy's. Who knows what he's capable of?
I promise, I was investigated up and down. There's no proof I was ever even there. Come now, Jala, let's enjoy the efforts of our labor.
Wow, Dad. I thought I knew you, and it turns out you're a criminal mastermind.
Did you think you got your rebelliousness from your Rama alone? No, you wouldn't be so lucky. Both sides, I'm afraid. Incredible, bodydoers, simply incredible.
What do you think? As good as you remember it?
I have to say, Bodhijua, this dish would put Roshan's mum to shame.
Roshan?
Oh yes, the amateur bodybuilder who set our manager's car on fire.
What?
Ha ha, just kidding. His mother did make excellent chicken kotoroti though.
Indeed. been meaning to talk to you. I didn't want to bring it up at the time, but I wasn't thrilled to get involved between you and Thea. Whatever grudge she holds is with you, not me. We have an entirely separate relationship. I suppose I couldn't just leave you hanging, now could I?
I didn't know who else to turn to for a disaster like that one.
Well, it is true that I've been there, done that. And I'm not just guessing. Thea's mentioned a thing or two about your band rehearsals.
Oh my god.
Wipe that mortified look off your face. It's natural. Trust me. As a queer elder, I also have a duty to be there for queer kids without families. I had to be one of those for a while myself, you know.
Yeah, Dad mentioned there was a period of time you didn't talk.
Ah, that's a delicate way of putting it. The more direct version is that I came out and was immediately kicked out.
How long till you were on speaking terms with your parents again?
Oh, it was a long time. About 15 years or so.
I thought my relationship with my folks was tense.
Family's complicated, and familial obligations even more so. But love is simple. That's why I care so much about chosen family. It's like seasoning. You need a selection to make deliciousness happen. Salt and pepper don't cut it.
What else do you want from me? What more can I take? I have nothing left!
I was considering a snack, maybe.
Right. Yeah, we do have those. 20% off all purchases today, not applicable to coffee or non-coffee items.
you're not planning to stalk me. I'm not afraid to get in a fist fight with a mascot.
No kidding. We have a lifetime ban from the Tacoma Dome.
No regrets. So, what do you want? What?
What do you want? That's an open-ended question. You'll find out in time. Or you won't.
Let's just skip the chit-chat. I'm not in the mood.
Ouch! Somewhat touchy. I'm here to give you a gift today, Jala.
My mother warned me to beware of bears bearing gifts.
Smart woman, but I think you'll like this particular gift. The spirit of Barefoot extends far beyond the park. Under the ground, through the air, my claws reach everywhere in Timber Hills. Even here, to what they think is the built-up, concreted over heart of the town. But you and I know better, don't we? All these people, they can't see. But now you will. I'm giving you a gift, Jala. Don't waste it.
Indeed. Indeed.
I'm ready to go.
I know you ran away just to avoid being scolded. You really made me worry. How could you? Mrs. Prayer's parakeet had a long life ahead of her.
Meow.
Shark, don't give me that innocent face.
Meow.
I know exactly what happened to those missing hamsters last month, too.
Meow, meow, meow.
They did not have it coming.
That cat has clearly killed before, and he will kill again.
He just has resting murder face. Sharuk's a sweetheart. Unless you're a hamster.
Did I mention I'm really not a cat person?
Were you trying to find Sharuk? Wow, that's really nice of you, Jala.
Was a half-assed attempt to find your mangy cat all I had to do to make things up with you? You should have told me sooner.
That's not exactly what I meant.
Look, you love making excuses for other people's shitty behavior. I love being let off the hook. It's worked so well in the past. Why mess with a system that's functioning?
Way to bring the sincerity in your journey to being a better person, Jala.
That's not... I don't really...
Oh, no way. I'm not going to let you get your claws in Irfan again. You want his forgiveness? You'll have to get through me first. Oh, that's so much better.
The cat talks? I deserve hazard pay for this.
You thought you'd just have to say a few kind words to Irfan and he'd roll over and show you his belly? Well, too bad. I'm a much more formidable opponent.
Do we really need Roid Rage Garfield here as a chaperone to this dance? Irfan, we can work this out between us, just like we used to.
Oh, I know exactly how things used to be. I'm here to make sure this time it goes differently. He's better off without you in his life. And deep down, you know that.
Cat people hate themselves. Why else would they put up with your nonsense?
That's what I've been saying.
I knew it was a matter of time before you came crawling back to him. But he doesn't need you anymore. I'll make sure of it. The way your relationship began was twisted. Even you can't deny that.
Ooh, the cat's not wrong. This one's juicy, even by Jala's putrid standards. Jala and Irfan were assigned together to do a group project about Jane Eyre in 9th grade. Irfan's dad got seriously sick, and he confided in Jala, started to cry on her shoulder, and she kissed him. Oh, did I mention she was still dating Tyler at the time? Messy.
Kissing Irfan back then was not my proudest moment.
Did you even know that it was my first kiss?
Oh.
Wow, Jala, first Sergio, now Irfan. This is a pattern. This is a fetish.
Hey, don't kink shame.
The first kiss stuff? Gross. Let's not lose focus. He started to cry, and your response was to kiss him? What's wrong with you?
When things are bad and you're powerless, sometimes the best thing to do is distract yourself. You know, stop dwelling in the moment. Feel good for a little while.
Oh, so you were being altruistic, making out with a crying boy who is just coming to terms with losing his only living parent.
Okay, as you say that, I'm realizing that maybe a hug might have been more appropriate.
You think?
You should have just stayed far, far away, Jala. I will make you rue the day you stepped foot back in Timber Hills.
I've got your back, Tiger. You were there for me when Mrs. Chowky blamed me for her canary's concussion.
It wasn't your fault. That canary escaped your grip and flew directly into the window by itself.
you had it bad for me way before I ever kissed you.
Tiger, no! You can't leave me here alone! Jala, what have you become? How could you do that to him? He's just a little guy.
I'm sorry, Irfan. Just promise me you won't let her get in your head.
Shahrukh, please. I can't do this without you.
I really didn't mean to hurt him. Or you.
But you did. You always do. You took my first kiss, you took my dignity, and now you've murdered Shahrukh. I'm not gonna let you get away with walking all over me anymore. That first kiss was wrong of us, but we didn't stop there, did we? I was so ashamed of being a cheater, but I'd liked you for so long, and you were so convincing. You promised me no one would ever find out about us. But they did. And what did you do? You let me take all the blame. You were too busy trying to fix things with Tyler to even glance in my direction. The entire school hated me for getting in the middle of the meant-to-be Tyler and Jala romance. And to be honest, I hated myself too. You turned me into a cheater.
I think you're forgetting your free will in all of this.
Oh, really? Back then, I needed comfort. My dad was dying. I had to learn how to care for him. I had to look after my little sister, protect her. I was sleep-deprived, confused, miserable. The last thing I needed was to feel ashamed of myself on top of that. All of that I can forgive. I can accept. I can even understand. But my dad died later that year. Everyone from school came to the funeral, including Tyler. And she had every right to hate me. But you didn't come.
The gossip about us had just died down. I didn't want to rake it all up again.
You not showing up made it so much worse. The whispers, the not really sympathetic looks. I had to face all of that alone.
I just didn't want to make things worse.
And yet somehow you did. Story of your life, huh?
It wasn't because I didn't care. You should know that. I really messed up, huh?
Understatement.
Ugh, I hate this. I hate feeling like this. I thought an apology was all I needed to get over you, but now that I have it, it's not enough. You're back!
And not a moment too soon. It's time she got what was coming to her.
No, wait. There's something I need to ask her first. Forget apologies, Jala. How about a truth from you instead? I've always wondered, did you even like me? Or was I just a way to run away from your real life?
I was as caught up in my feelings as you were.
Huh. It's nice to know that you were just as mixed up in it as me.
You were exactly the kind of person I was supposed to be with. Hardworking, handsome, brown, a man. It would have been so easy to explain to my family back home.
Thank you for telling me your truth, Jala. I think that's the first time you've been truly honest with me.
Okay, no. Now she's got you thinking being hardworking and handsome is a bad thing. Wake up, Irfan. She's gotten into your head. I told you she was dangerous.
I don't know.
You're too soft, Irfan. She's going to walk over you again. That's why you need me, so I can do the things you're too weak to do. Time to end this, Jala.
Let me help.
Are you even allowed to practice medicine on humans?
My sister calls you a demon from hell, so you're an exception. Oof, ouch. Want a hand with that?
I don't think you're supposed to be helping me.
It wouldn't be the first time you put me in a supporting role. You're actually worse at being treated than most of my patients.
You deliberately chose patients who can't talk back. Oh.
Just take a deep breath, okay?
I'm confused. Aren't we fighting against each other?
Even the rules of war allow you to treat the wounded. That's gonna leave a bruise. You should ice that later.
Or you could tell your beast to retract his claws.
Oh, damn you, you miserable happy.
Sheriff? Maybe we should hear her out?
You're taking her side over me? After everything I've done for you?
We should get Irfan a less reactive pet. How do you think he feels about goldfish? A nice lizard, maybe?
That's gonna leave a bruise. You should ice that later.
Or you could tell your beast to retract his claws.
Wait, do you have something in your mouth? Let me start. Open your mouth. You're actually worse at being treated than most of my patients.
You deliberately chose patients who can't talk back.
Sharik, that's enough. I can take care of myself from here.
No, you can't. You need me. You did all your sister's science fair projects for her. You taught her to drive. You still cry every time someone's parakeet dies. You sit up all night with sick hamsters. You even adopted me when no one else wanted me. You're a soft touch, kid.
Do you feel like we're intruding on a special moment?
Irfan always had so many feelings.
I think that's the human condition, Jala.
You could at least have the decency to be embarrassed about it.
I'm soft. I like being soft. But that doesn't mean I'm weak. I don't need you to protect me anymore. I have to let go. I have to let you rest. Your job is done, my friend. Wow. I shouted at you and actually expressed my feelings, and the world didn't end. I mean, you're okay, right? We're okay?
We're more than okay. I think we're better than we've ever been.
That's how I feel too. I finally learned how to say no to you. But that doesn't mean I don't want to be friends. I've always admired you, Jala.
Okay, but we literally just established how much of a dick I was to you.
Oh, you were. But that isn't the measure of who you are. Or at least I don't think it is. So, friends?
Friends.
And, oh, one last thing.
For you? Name it.
Can you check in on Aisha for me? She's been running around the skate park and acting, let's just say, even more secretive and surly than the average teen.
Oh yeah, your little sister. I haven't seen her in years. Man, she was such a cute kid.
Well, she's definitely older now.
I'm great with teens. They're my people. I got this.
I came all this way to meet you. Aren't you excited to see me? We're perfect for each other on paper.
How many of you did my body send?
Oh, I should have known you'd be in high demand. Your horoscope is the luckiest my family's ever come across.
Not lucky enough to avoid you, though. Since you came all this way, I think it's time you got to know the real me. You're not the first person to want my attention.
A marriage is a union of families, not just two people.
You look like you would get along with my parents.
You have no idea what you're getting into.
Oh! Hold on. Need to check my biodata on you.
astrological charts were so compatible. It's like you don't even care that our planets are in perfect alignment.
I really don't. Matching charts isn't my idea of romance. You the little punk who's hassling one of Sergio's students?
Who's Sergio?
He's a volunteer dance coach at the community center.
Oh my god! Mikey told on me to his dance teacher? And who are you? The dance teacher's secretary?
Actually, I'm Mikey's dance coach's ex-girlfriend from 3rd grade.
Wow, that's really weird.
Yeah, I know. We're getting sidetracked. Stop bullying Mikey, okay?
Or what?
Or we're gonna have a problem.
Oh, good. I love problems. Didn't Mikey tell you? I'm a mathlete. Fuel up on 3 cheeseburgers before this fight for nothing!
Organized social activity so bad. Have you tried joining a club? An after-school activity, maybe? What's wrong? Do you need a juice box? Maybe it's nap time? Your vibe is less Tony Hawk and more fledgling pigeon falling. Maybe you should pause and reflect.
You haven't earned the right to make bear puns. This isn't my board. I'm borrowing it. Obviously, the wheels must be loose. Ah! I got distracted because I heard my mom calling me.
Fine! I've seen the error of my ways!
Really?
Dude, no. Just don't tell anyone about my humiliating defeat and I'll leave Mikey alone, okay?
Deal.
Thanks for handling that skate punk kid, Jala.
No worries. Text me anytime you need a child gently intimidated.
Hopefully it's a one-off.
So, you're a dance coach.
Volunteer dance coach.
I bet the kids really love you.
I love coaching, but my dad thinks I'm wasting my time.
You have to follow your heart wherever it leads. Always.
You think so?
You can't deny your passions forever. They always bubble up, no matter how deep down you bury them.
Huh. You sound like you're speaking from experience.
Hey, Jala, ever hear of moderation? You should probably service your infatuations less, actually.
Well, thanks again for being in my corner. I'm glad to know I have someone to call on.
I know you could have handled that kid yourself. You don't need to make up excuses to see me.
Aw, but the excuse is half the fun.
I'm sorry, Jala, but I've moved on from you. I found a new goddess to worship. I came here looking for you, but found the Maharani instead. You rejecting me was such a stroke of luck.
Yep, he's definitely the one who's been bothering Dia.
You haven't been getting the message. Dia's not interested, creep. I'm not the kind of girl you bring home to your mummy. Trust me on that.
I can't believe this is actually happening. I need a minute. Hold on. Need to check my biodata on you.
How are you this jobless? I'm gonna teach you some manners. The hard way. That shirt would look good on my floor.
Oh! You're just jealous. You want to stand in the way of our love.
Whatever. If that helps you cope, go for it. Now get out of my town before you hurt yourself.
You dealt with that creepy dude for me, my hero. I usually deal with those types myself, but I thought you might enjoy kicking his ass. Consider it a little friendship present from me to you.
Wait, I thought you couldn't handle him yourself.
Seriously? I work in a bar, and I look like this. I deal with 3 little weirdos like that on a slow day. So, hey, Arnie's wedding is coming up. Are you excited? Or a little bit jealous you're not in the spotlight?
You will not believe how much micromanaging my grandmother is capable of doing from 8,000 miles away.
Complicated family life. That's one thing I don't have to deal with now that I've been disowned.
Ouch. Guess we walked right into that one.
Just be grateful they care enough to make you miserable. You could have it worse. Trust me.
Oh my god, you actually came! I mean, cool of you to show up. I haven't been dreaming about this or anything.
Things have been really intense for me lately, so it would be great if this was just not.
I hear you. I promise, only good vibes allowed on this dance floor. We're just here to have a little fun. No pressure, okay? Just try and match my moves. This isn't a competition, okay?
Get ready, because I'm gonna dance you into the ground.
What did I just say? Make sure you watch me very closely, John.
Oh, Trust me. I will.
Am I distracting you?
Sorry, were you dancing? I didn't notice you there.
God, I love it when you ignore me. It only makes me want you more.
Rip Sigmund Freud. You would have loved Sergio.
You want to keep these moves light? Or are you ready to go heavyweight?
I don't do half-stepping. Let's go full throttle.
Your wish is my command.
Wow.
That was incredible! We were totally in tune with each other. It's like the rest of the world vanished, leaving nothing but the rhythm and our perfectly synchronized bodies.
Beyond everything you just said, you're actually a pretty great teacher. It's like we've been doing this routine together for years.
Really? Thanks, Jala. I really enjoy introducing people to the joy of dance.
I'd partner up with you again anytime.
like the image of you slaving away over a hot stove to make me a meal.
Ugh. Dal makhni might be delicious, but it's definitely not sexy.
Thanks, Jala. I'll think of you with every bite. Thank you. On time and everything. Someone's eager to see me again.
You sounded like you really needed me. How could I resist?
I should have known damsel in distress would work on you. It explains your thing with Irfan.
Being the third wheel between you and Dia is my least favorite thing about being inside your head, just FYI.
So, was there actually something you needed?
I was just bored and wanted someone to play with. Just kidding. Anyway, it's not me, it's Damini, Darshini, and Dina.
Having trouble with your little crystal harem of backup dancers?
They've just been extra loud since we had our little reconciliation. And since it's your fault they're mad at me, I thought you could, do your thing. Fight them in battle, win them over, make friends or whatever. Don't roll your eyes. You owe me, Jala. Just do it, will you? For me? You've been brought before the throne to stand trial for your crimes. Let's get to the execution. Yeah, we all know she's guilty. Jala Jayaratna, you stand accused of being a traitor, a liar.
Dia and I are working through our stuff. You guys can just, poof, go wherever coping mechanisms go once they've outlived their use. Where is that?
What? Why are you looking at me?
Our Maharani has been deceived, tricked, duped. She was always weak when it came to you. But we will not be brought down so easily. Hear us, Jala. We will not be ignored.
Oh, Sergio!
It's all your fault our fallen Maharani was cast out of her family. You flaunted your parents' acceptance. You made her want things she could never have.
You think I seduced her into wanting to live authentically?
That would honestly be an amazing superpower.
She could have compromised. But instead, she threw out her parents' entire plan for the future.
Oh, so this one's the think of the family honor. Why do they have to be so in your face about it one? Can we defeat them soon, please? My eyes already hurt from all the rolling.
Outgrown you.
You may be used to being common and uncivilized, but our queen, she was destined for greater things. It's your fault she works in a bar, wears those revealing clothes, eats meat.
So she didn't live up to her parents' elitist vision of immigrant success. So what?
Exactly. You don't even see the problem.
I see you think there's a problem.
You're an encourager of this delinquency.
Do they really think Dia would be happier in the closet and in a cubicle?
Our queen was pure, pristine, until you came along and polluted her.
2 for 1. Casteist and classist. Nice.
There's a whole list of things that good Brahmin girls aren't supposed to do, but at the top of it is you.
So are you in like a poly-triad, or are you siblings? Or, you know what? I don't want to know.
Imagine throwing away a pampered life in the hands of your rich parents for that.
Imagine thinking a gilded cage is a good idea. Okay, let's get it over with. What's your problem with me?
You're guilty? Execution!
Wait, do you not have a reason to fight me? Are you just going along with the others?
Oh my god, think for yourself.
Thinking for yourself is overrated, okay? What happened to Thea? She got kicked out. It's scary and I hate consequences.
That's really pathetic.
Pathetic pays the bills, baby. I'm taking the path of least resistance every time.
Softer than I thought you would. I guess being a glorified specter of Dia's insecurity makes it hard to put weight behind those words, huh?
You're a glorified booger. Really, Tina, we workshop these. I never thought it would end like this. Abandoned by our Maharani. Loved, unwanted, defeated. Curse you, Jala. Curse you!
Oh, I've been looking forward to this day. Though not as much as my next cub leader. She has something of a personal grudge against you. I'd warm up a little before this particular battle if I were you. Which I'm not, thankfully.
Indeed.
Jala Jayaratna. What does Soundy want with someone like you? I guess I just have to trust in the bear.
Jeez, kid. What's with the attitude?
I'm Aisha, Irfan's younger sister. You broke his heart in high school. Ring any bells?
Irfan and I had a heart-to-heart. Things are better.
Stop saying his name, or I will make your life a living hell.
Oh, she's so cute, like an angry, murdery kitten.
Stay away from my brother, Jala. And better yet, go back to whatever pit of hell you crawled back here from.
Go back to the swing set where you belong, kid.
You left town and never even had the decency to look back at the disaster you left behind in your wake. I guess you did teach me one thing. You don't have to be the dominant gender to be an asshole.
I was a young, confused, hurt kid who hurt other people. I'm not proud of it, but I was just human.
Your happiness doesn't matter more than other people's does. Why should it come at the cost of others then? Whatever redemption story you've decided for yourself means nothing to me. The truth is, you haven't earned forgiveness. All you've earned is this ass-kicking. It's time I do us all a favor and kick your ass out of Timber Hills. You can't convince me you've changed. No one changes. Not really. You won, but this isn't over. I'm not gonna stop until I run you out of this town. I don't care if Irfan's forgiven you. I never will.
We haven't made enough progress. Are you even trying, Jala?
Have we forgotten that it's me doing you a favor here?
Don't act like you don't want to know what's going on with those kids.
That's not the point.
I think that's exactly the point. Aisha hates your guts, so I guess it's not surprising you couldn't get anything out of her.
That's suspiciously understanding of you.
I heard you had it out with Irfan.
That's why I came home. To have some conversations that were long overdue.
And did it help?
You know, I think I actually feel better.
He's too nice for you anyway.
What?
Nothing. Forget it. Keep going with Soundy's troop leaders. You're 4 down, only 1 to go.
You know, talking to Jala was very cathartic. I even made a breakthrough in my relationship with Shahrukh.
Who is Shahrukh?
That's his cat.
I'm even more confused now.
He's a dweeb with no friends.
Oh. Yeah, makes sense.
Don't get hostile because Irfan's actually facing his past, unlike you.
Yeah, Tyler. Change your mind about your participation yet?
No, and for the record, I hate all of you.
You don't really mean that.
I'm deadly serious.
Whew. You guys are all so dramatic. It's my turn next. And I'm not gonna spend my time crying about the past like the rest of you. I'll show Jala exactly what she's been missing, and that's a good time. Better say your goodbyes while you can, losers. I'm getting out of this damn town at the end of the month, and Jala's gonna be in the passenger seat right next to me.
It's your turn to pick, Tua. But there's a Twilight Zone marathon on right now.
Sure, Apache. That's fine.
Morning, Jala.
Good morning, family of mine. Are you talking about something top secret? Am I allowed to be here?
Don't be upset with us, Bodhidua. It's a complicated position to be in when your daughters aren't speaking.
Arvind, can't you recognize that look in her eyes? She's angling for something.
Damn, she's good. Saw right through the attempt to guilt Dad.
Fine, Jala. What do you want to know?
Are Ahmed and Aruni compatible? What's his star sign?
Ooh, someone gave him a Myers-Briggs test.
Obviously they are compatible, or we wouldn't have approved.
Yeah, that's why my romantic life went so smoothly.
You are an entirely different person, Jala. You do not take direction well.
Aruni's older. Your choices are less hot-blooded at that age.
You're deflecting the question. Both of you.
He is a wonderful match for Aruni. Ahmad has good manners, a good job as an engineer.
Okay, good.
He is an excellent cook too. Very sharp, very kind young man. I would say he's handsome, wouldn't you, Minnie?
His best quality is his dedication to his parents. He reminds me of Irfan now that I think about it.
Okay, I get it. He's perfect. Aruni knows how to pick him. I'm glad to hear it.
We could stand to hear how perfect she is less often, though.
Kathi rolls, a Calcutta delicacy. Spiced chicken thighs with juicy onions, spicy green chilies, and a hint of lime. Yummy!
Dad, I'm already hungry. You don't have to sell me on this.
Then I won't keep us from deliciousness any longer. Oh, remember that hand-washing song I used to sing?
No, and do not remind me. I'm begging you. You are the most patient person I know, Apache.
Ah, I've had much practice. Fine, let's get started. To start with our marinade. Crush up some garlic and ginger for me, will you, Podidua? We're looking for a nice paste.
Well, I do love crushing things.
Ginger, garlic, our parents' hopes and dreams.
You've redefined the meaning of impressive with this. You know, I learned this recipe to try to win over your party. It didn't work, obviously. She's a stubborn one, just like your Amma. Oh, don't tell your Amma I said that.
Is that why Mom and Bati have a complicated relationship?
It's not the only reason, but your Amma stood by me. We're a team, Jala Banana. But let's keep these jokes about Pati between us. Hit the chicken mixture with some spice before we get too carried away.
Your cologne smells really nice, Daddy.
Chandra bought it for me the last time she was at the airport. Incredible, Podidua. Simply incredible. It's mint chutney time. Remember how much your sister loves chutney?
Yes, Dad?
Aruni loved chutney so much, we started calling her Chutney.
I remember, Dad.
You girls were so sweet. Ah, where does the time go? It's like it was yesterday.
He's gone. Let's just blend it and move on before he pulls out the photo albums.
Maybe I should be the one taking cooking lessons from you. The way I see it, I'm not married to your Patti. I married your mother, and I have no regrets about that. Genuinely, I think Patti's disapproval was harder on her than it was on me. We need some filling for the kati rolls. Cut up some pepper and onion for me, Jala Banana. Not too finely. Witch, Jala? Because that was magic.
Her exes would say so.
You seem to be getting quite fired up. How about lighting the stove?
Dad loves to deflect when he doesn't want to give his opinion.
What a pro! Fry up those chopped veggies first, and then toss in the chicken to get everything nice and cooked. Student has become the master. I wish you could remember more of my mother, Jalu. You were so young when she passed. She was a wonderful woman, though she didn't handle things with Chandra well. I'm sure she had regrets.
Did Auntie C forgive her in the end?
It wasn't as simple as that. Our mother didn't think she had done anything wrong. And, of course, neither did Chandra. Arama, she meant well, but she worried about appearances. Reputation. What did the neighbors think? It ruled her life and ours. That's why when raising you girls, I wanted you to know you could come to me with anything. I didn't want a home full of secrets, brushed under every rug, for everyone to walk around on eggshells. Oh, speaking of which, time to whisk up an egg so we can fry the parotas. technique is absolutely mesmerizing. Where's the handheld camcorder? I should be recording this. One of the things we really wanted to do for you kids was accept your partners unconditionally. That's why we welcomed Ahmed and Tyler back in the day. We'll accept whoever you end up with, Jala, as long as they make you happy.
Daddy, I'm thinking of getting back together with Jennifer.
That little balaki putta. Oh God, you're joking. Don't do that to me, Jalu. I have high blood pressure. Now, come. Before the fillings get cold, fry the paratha with the egg on one side. Then we assemble and feast. Have you considered becoming a chef, Jalu?
So, what do you think?
Ah, this is perfection. Exquisite gati roll, Jalu.
Come on, Dad. No notes.
Don't change a thing. The flaky parathas, the tender chicken, the bite of raw onion. I'd love to compliment you more, but I have to finish this while it's still hot.
Let's make fish fry. The trick is in the marinade. Everything else is quite straightforward.
I wonder what else she's been marinating on.
What was that, Jala?
What did I do and how much trouble am I in?
Really, Jala? Can't I just want to teach you how to make fish fry without having some ulterior motive?
I assume every cooking session is an elaborate emotional trap.
Let's just get started, shall we? Start by washing your hands.
I'll never be half as good as you, Ma.
Oh, well, give it time. There's no substitute for experience. Very good. Score the fish in one direction, not too deep. We just want to allow the marinade to sink in, not slice the fish into ribbons. I've already given you too many compliments today. So, Jala.
Uh-oh.
How long exactly are you going to spend doing nothing in life and living in your childhood bedroom?
So you did have an ulterior motive.
What is wrong with you today, Jala? You're in such a mood. Take some of that aggression out on the ginger garlic paste instead, will you? You almost did it correctly. Chandra told me you've been helping her and Tyler with the skate park situation. Is it not going well? Is that why you're so touchy this morning?
What could possibly be stressful about seeing my ex who hates me every day?
Well, I don't approve of the goings-on in the park. I've never trusted mascots. That's why I never took you girls to Disney World.
What? That's why Auntie C snuck us there? I thought Amma just hated Joy.
Now, add the turmeric, coriander, Kashmiri mirch, garam masala and cumin to the paste. Then finish with a dash of lemon. Good. But don't get overconfident. Whether things go well with the skate park or not, I hope you won't let that influence things with Tyler. She's been through enough, don't you think?
Tyler wants to keep our relationship strictly business, and I'm respecting that.
Sorry, I really tried to keep a straight face.
You only have one sibling, but somehow you're the third favorite child. That's gotta sting.
Coat the pomfret with the marinade, Jala. We don't have all day. That's good. Set the fish aside to rest and marinate for a bit. Speaking of which...
Oh no, I hate it when she makes these recipes metaphors for our emotional failures.
Don't you think you've let the situation with Aruni marinate long enough?
I'm just waiting for the perfect moment to strike. It's all in the timing, Ma.
Yes, why don't we just dither and procrastinate until the situation magically resolves itself?
At this rate, she'll be married and have 3 children before you two actually talk. Forget it. Light the stove, Jala. That's something even you can't get wrong, no? Your Auntie Chandra would be thrilled. Then again, I saw her burn rice twice. Given your attitude, I'm sure I already know the answer to the question. But still, I'll ask. Are you planning to stay in Timber Hills?
Look at that! The oil is hot enough to fry the fish now.
So it is. Put the fish in the pan gently. I don't need you getting burns on top of everything else. Well done, Jala. Touchdown! That's what they say in basketball, no?
How is it, Amma?
Crispy on the outside, flaky in the middle, spicy, a little acidic.
So, perfect in every way.
Your overconfidence will be your downfall, Jala.
Jala, that smells delicious. I'm sure Sharuk is very thankful.
I'll be expecting a handwritten thank you note in my mailbox. And don't write it for him. I know your handwriting, Irfan.
I'm telling you, beneath this grouchy face and the smoke-breathing tiger lurks the softest and tenderest of souls.
Sure, deep down maybe.
Very, very deep down.
He's a good boy, really.
Brought you a gift, Jala. Surprise! It's me. I'm the gift, I mean.
Let's just fight. You're making me way too sad. Did you get all dressed up just for me?
I guess I should have brought a real gift.
Nah, you were doomed either way. Don't take it personally.
Yeah,
So, I was just minding my business skating, and she said she was better than me. A skate peasant. And that I was obsessed with my brother, who belonged to her. And then she attacked me for no reason.
that doesn't seem totally accurate.
She's been challenging all the skate punks, including you. The streets run red with the blood of babes. The blood of babes, Cece.
Ah, speak of the devil.
As we were saying, she's burned our crops and poisoned our drinking water.
Aye. Are they actually tattling on us?
Jala, have you been fighting these children?
Both these young women challenged me the minute I introduced myself.
Accepting a challenge is an act of acceptance with intention for combat.
Duh.
Really, Jala? I don't know what you're thinking. Picking fights with these girls? You're far too old for this.
Well, it's too late for you now anyway. You've gone and done it. By defeating us, you've attracted the attention of the General, Soundy's first follower, the Mama Bear.
You know she'd kill you if she heard you call her that.
It's true. Salma's waiting for you, Jala, and she's gonna eat you alive.
If Soundy wants me, why doesn't he face me himself? You know, instead of hiding in sewer grates.
Wait, are you girls getting up to trouble in the sewers?
Yeah, making out by the light of a burning rat carcass, probably.
All right, enough bickering in my shop. Hand over your boards for repairs or shoo.
Yeah, Jala. How about you meet me outside for a sec?
Hey, Jala.
What?
You're being summoned.
What?
You're being summoned. God, are those headphones giving you tinnitus?
By who? Where?
Soundy summons you to the skate park, or whatever.
Why?
Something, Sama. I skimmed. I'm playing Snake.
Jala, you should get to the skate park and see what Salma needs. She's a good girl with a lot going on. I expect reports of your best behavior.
You expect too much.
Hey, if you see Irfan, tell him to tell Shah Rukh that the raccoon behind the dumpster wants a rematch. We ran out of sage, so the manager's just been picking up leaves outside and selling them to goths. I feel bad.
darling! Good of you to roll through as though you could resist. You're here to face my good general, my self-righteous right hand. Ah, well, Selma has been instrumental to Barefoot. Family bickers, but we love our cubs dearly. When she first caught my eye, she was struggling, trying to set up a community fridge while her own fridge remained barren. So sweet, but so misguided. Just needed a push in the right direction. My direction. Just like you. We've done this a few times now. No need to faff about anymore. A bear knows when it's time to food and finally take a bite. I need you, Jala. The mayor hasn't spoken to her daughter in years, and she'd do anything to get her back, to get her happy little family back. Do you understand? She'd give anything, even the upcoming election.
No. No way.
I don't just want the park, Jala. My plans are so much bigger than that. Who better to represent the freaks, the untidy, sharp-edged deviants tossed in the gutter than moi? This town has no future. There's no building on top of rot. It needs to burn to begin anew.
Well, there's a campaign slogan for you.
I see you. You're a misfit toy. So am I. And our judges have never truly loved us. For us to thrive, they must be brought low. What rises from the ashes will be fresh, pure. Finally, a place with us in mind. Don't speak. This moment doesn't belong to either of us anyway. Face my general. Consider my offer.
I hear you've been beating on the other skaters. They're mostly teens who just graduated and don't know where to go. Scared of taking on someone your own size?
Big, small, doesn't matter to me. If you stand in my way, you're going down.
That sure doesn't sound like someone back to make amends.
I was targeted. I've never wronged you personally.
Are we sure? Would you bet money on that?
You don't get it. You just can't hear the message. Soundy's message. I noticed, though, that people with loving homes are the most willing to throw theirs away. They don't know what they have, can't appreciate it. And you, Jala, you had an abundance of love. Dia told me. You kept looking for more and more, tossing out what was left behind as scraps.
Yeah, I left people shredded in my path. I'm putting the pieces together now, and I'm paying back my pound of flesh. But that's not owed to you or Soundy. In fact, I'd say you all are a hindrance.
Ask Dia. We're working on it.
Speaking of Dia, does she really approve of this weird cult you're in?
Dia is still having trouble wrapping her head around it. But she does understand at least the importance of community. When we talk about the Barefoot Code and protecting the soul of Timber Hills, it's us. We're the soul of Timber Hills. The youth who want to build our lives here. Soundy understands that. The mayor doesn't. If you're not with us, you're against us too. Soundy thought better of you. And until now, I've been too patient. It's time I make him see how wrong he was about you.
You really believe Soundy's promises? Are you naive? Or just bad at critical thinking?
You lost the right to say that when you up and left. You have no stake in our future. Soundy gave me a promise. He would protect me, my friends, our town. Now, his obsession with you threatens everything we work for.
Don't you see what's happening? You're being manipulated. Soundy is using your passion and the youth of this town to form his personal army.
I wouldn't let that happen. I know better.
That's a dangerous way of thinking.
Selma, you're in it. And I'm looking at you and telling you what I see from the outside. The truth is, Soundy's holding you all back. You'd lead those teens better than he can.
Me? Leading? I couldn't. Soundy may have shortcomings, but... Enough! You're trying to throw me off, huh? Divide and conquer? I don't think so. I'm channeling every ounce of the Barefoot Code, and I will put an end to your descent, Jala. Have you ever even had a job? You fight like you have your parents still pay for your insurance. Have been Timber Hill's most wanted, but that baton has passed to Dia now.
In all the right ways.
Learning more about you, I can see why you joined a cult. You were an easy mark. Oh, Sergio! No, Thrasher wanted to interview me about my Timber Thrills trick. I declined in the end. Just too much exposure, you know? I don't do it for the fame.
Nope, you generally prefer infamy.
I lost? Even though my belief was pure. After all my efforts. I keep fighting so hard my whole life, but I never win.
Helping someone establish a mascot-based cult might not have been the best method of community organizing. I'm sure Dia would be thrilled if you gave this up.
Just because I lost this fight doesn't mean I'm giving up. The mayor cannot sell this land out from under us. But maybe the way I've gone about it. One of the first lessons I ever learned was no gods, no masters. I might have lost sight of that lately.
Guess bears might need to be added to that list, huh?
I know you tried to get through to Salma. She hasn't had the easiest of times. Not everyone's lucky enough to have a supportive family. You've done all you can. I guess we'll see how things shake out in the next couple of days. Forget it. I get that you're distracted right now. Irony's been blowing up my phone. It's like I'm reliving all the worst fights of your teenage years. You're both being ridiculous.
Wait, Jala, let me handle this, okay? Does it make you happy that Irony won't even talk to us? It makes your grudge look reasonable in comparison.
Wow, you really are trying to pick a fight today. And I'm not in the mood to oblige you. You left us behind, Jala. Are you really surprised that we're wary of letting you back in?
How exactly are we supposed to fix anything if we can't even have a conversation?
How is pushing her when she's not ready helping anything?
Fine. I don't care if she never speaks to us again. We don't need her.
So that's what you're really afraid of? That this rupture will be permanent? She's not avoiding you to punish you, she's protecting herself. Think about it from her perspective. How is she supposed to believe you won't hurt her like that again? Give her time, Jala. People's feelings don't run on a schedule.
Indeed.
I've been waiting to kick his ass.
Want to get in the back of my pickup and drive till no one knows our names? We'll have the stars for a blanket and put fresh s'mores on a portable grill.
I can't believe that line worked on me before. What was I thinking?
It was an escape from all the pressure you were feeling. Do I have to remind you how running off with Bruno the summer of junior year ended? He gave you that smile, promised you the earth, and ditched you 3 towns over. Dad had to come pick you up. Mom never trusted you the same way again.
I'm not expecting everything to be the same, Jala. I've changed. You've changed.
Bruno.
Hear me out, baby. We could be so sweet together. You're back in town to take responsibility? Don't you know where that road leads? To a boring office job being exploited by the man. Settling down, applying for a mortgage.
Home ownership? In this economy?
Can you really see yourself doing laundry and taxes for the rest of your life? Letting your dreams wither into distant memories? Do you really want to settle for an ordinary life?
Excuse me, but surely it's easier to live your dreams if you also do your laundry and taxes. Not to be like an immigrant stereotype, but don't you want a job you're good at? A house, a goddamn dog, even? I'm not afraid I'll ever be ordinary. Kinda sounds like you are, though.
I'm not a poser. You take that back. Can I tell you a secret, Jala? Every one of the promises I break, I believe them completely when I make them. I want to be the son my parents think I am. I could be him. He's a part of me.
Yeah, a part he plays. It's not the same thing.
Maybe with you, I could change. Stop being so afraid. There's more to me, Jala. I just need someone to give me a reason.
Are you really serious about that?
Of course, baby. You can be my compass, my guide.
What if I really can change him?
Are you even listening to yourself? Change comes from within, dummy. He's appealing to your ego and you're falling for the con.
I need someone like you to help me, Jala. You're the only one who can.
I believe in you. I always have.
Oh, Jala. These are Bruno's contradictory inner selves. They're his shields against true self-reflection. You have to shatter his illusions of himself before you can take him down.
Got it. Time to crack open his candy-coated shell. Oh, Sergio!
I know I wasn't the best boyfriend, but we had an adventure. I know you still remember.
What I remember is Jala finding out that Bruno's entire life is built on an elaborate lie. His parents back home in Malaysia sent him here to get an MBA. Bruno dropped out without telling them. His road-tripping lifestyle? Paid for by the tuition checks he's been cashing.
For one knife's edge, heart-pounding, dizzying moment, we were free, jelly beans. Right now, you look like you're caught in a trap. I could be your way out.
I'm trying to be a better person. Face up to my mistakes. Live with the consequences.
You always were such a martyr. Can't you see you're just chaining yourself to the past?
Not all of us find it easy to live with hurting people.
Oh, yeah. Hurting yourself is way healthier. At least my way is fun. Let me paint a picture for you. A beautiful collage of future memories. So close, all you have to do is reach out and touch. The Santa Ana wind in your hair, the California coast turning gold in the sunset. The radio's playing our favorite song, and it's like we could be young forever. You and me against the universe. Go on an adventure with me, Jala. Let's pretend nothing else exists, at least for a little while. I can't believe it. I'm the first of the bros to bite it. No offense, but I always thought it'd be jelly.
What?
Hush, bro. Don't talk. Conserve your strength. I don't even know what you see in that girl, bro. It's going dark, bros. So dark. So cold. Don't forget me. I was the best of us. I'm gonna whisk you away like you secretly wanted.
That's called kidnapping, Bruno.
Trying to fix your mistakes. The only mistake you made was giving up on your new life and coming back here. I bet your dad hugs you and tells you he's proud of you even when he isn't.
Yeah.
God damn it. Remember the Oregon coast? Tillamook Creamery? That night on the beach?
You said you'd write, call, stay in contact, all those things. But here we are.
I'll make up for it. Promise. Just give me a chance, Jala. Everyone in this town wants something from you, apart from me. I just want to set you free.
I learned my lesson about free rides with you. The spirit of Timber Hills!
Ew, I would like to unsee that, please.
Why are you breaking my heart into pieces, Jala? All I want is to be sweet to you.
I never had much of a sweet tooth. All the sugar gives me a toothache.
My hench bros sacrifice themselves for me. For us. So you can see how far I'm willing to go for you. Why look before you leap? Why keep questioning? What's the worst that could happen if you just take a chance on me? You can't break me down, Jala. I'm more than just a sum of my parts.
You're just a boy playing with his toys.
I made a lot of mistakes, okay? My family put so much pressure on me. You gotta prove you're better than all your cousins, my dad said. You have to justify my marriage to your mother. Being around you made me realize what a charade my life was. Maybe part of me wanted to mess up your perfect image to your parents. Prove to myself you were just like me.
Let's not sugarcoat it. You used me to make yourself feel better. We're all just temporary fixes for you. Every new place, every new love, every new job. You suck the sweetness out of things and spit them out when the next piece of candy comes along.
You're making me sound like such an asshole.
I think he's finally getting it.
You're not being fair. If I used you, you used me too, Jala. You're not a better person than me. In fact, we're the same. This is the spring of our lives, Jala. Let's just enjoy it. Why does this always happen to me? Come with free snacks. How many of your other prospective dates can say that? You look so stressed out, Jala. I give the best massages. Just saying.
Why are you so fixated on running away with me? Been there, done that.
If you let me cook for you. I wanted you to run away with me again, because going back to the past is safer than facing the future. I've been running in circles a long time, trying to pretend this game will last forever. But I guess you can't outrun the future. Even the past can sneak up on you, if you're not careful. So what happens now, for you and me?
How about we try being friends, instead of solutions to each other's problems?
Why not? I'll try anything once. I'll be in touch, Jelly Beans.
I've been thinking of getting into roller skating. It feels like a nice companion to skating. Plus, have you seen roller derby? So cool.
Guys, we're missing one. Where's Bruno?
He left town. Alone.
How do you know this information?
So much for Bruno's master plan.
No, seriously. I'm mildly concerned that Sergio is stalking all of us.
He really just left town? Without even saying goodbye to us?
I'm just taking a healthy interest in my rivals. It's just good sense.
Leaving town is kinda what he does.
I'm not the only one hearing this, am I? Hello?
Sergio's been a creep since grade school. What's new?
What's new is that I'm in the blast radius of his creepiness. Also, I'm not a rival. I barely even count as an ex.
You and Sergio have that in common.
Wow. Wow. Et tu, Tyler?
I caught you practicing clever lines to devastate Jala in the mirror yesterday.
Friendship code violation.
Friends don't let friends lie to themselves, babe. Enjoy your little confrontation, Andale. Don't come crying to me when it all goes up in flames.
I heard you had a run-in with that boy Bruno today. And you're still here and not 3 towns over. That's a win.
On a scale of dormant volcano to full-on Chernobyl, how freaked out is Mom?
Closer to a natural disaster than a nuclear meltdown. I'd still wait till the first responders clear the area.
Are you first responders in this scenario?
Nope. Half a bottle of Chardonnay and a tube of cookie dough. Works at least half the time.
Can I just cuddle up here with you tonight?
Of course, Jala Banana. I'll put something on you can fall asleep to.
So, like, basically everything you like to watch?
Oof, ouch. A direct hit straight to the heart.
Kidding.